I just made it to Atlanta and maybe found the coolest hotel ever. I think that they upgraded me. Welcome to Atlanta, guys. It is beautiful here. I'm having the best day. And that's saying something because I am so severely on my period right now. I want to spend a week here. Oh my gosh. Is Atlanta the hidden gem? This is called the Fourth Hotel. I booked it off a friend's recommendation and I think I paid $300 a night. Like, I feel like rooms like this would go for a lot more in other places. So we got the bedroom, windows all the way around. Here's the view on this side. Let's check out the bathroom over here. Oh my, okay. It is huge. Okay, let me explain how we got here, what we're doing here. In case you missed the last vlog, we were just in Alabama. 4th of July, we had a wedding to go to. We made a week out of it while the siblings were in town. And then we made it a longer trip because Jordy has a show a couple hours out of Atlanta. So he was like, I'll just stay in that area until I fly home. And Atlanta is the closest airport. And I thought, you know what? I've never explored Atlanta before. And obviously we should fly home together because he's my companion pass. And so we get to fly together for free, which, side note, we actually just got the companion pass for 2026 also. I just hit my points threshold and I'm stoked about that. So plenty of more free travel in 2026, all about those Southwest points. I am not going along with him to a show because it is a ton of driving, a very long work day. I would basically just be like dead weight. And I figured if we're already in the area, let's make it fun. I was joking with the lady at the front desk when she was telling me all the restaurants and all the bars in this hotel. I was like, I should move in. And she was like, you can, we have residences here. You could literally live here. They have a 20,000 square foot fitness facility here. I'm just confused. It's a massive building. I'm on the 14th floor. I'm like, what is this? Apartments, hotel, gym, restaurants, all of it at once? Nevertheless, I'm intrigued and I think it's possibly the coolest thing ever. What a good find. Shout out to Kenzie, my friend that told me to book this. This is incredible. Let's have our hotel exploration tonight so that tomorrow we can have our city exploration. Ready, set, go. Let's go. See, this is how you work the elevator. So let's go see the wellness center first, and then it tells you which elevator to get into to go where you're trying to go. Isn't that crazy? Oh my gosh, I love it here. I toured the fitness facility. It is insane. It is massive. They have reformer Pilates classes. I need to ask them if those are free as well because that seems too good to be true. And if so, I want to do one maybe Friday morning so that we can, adventure as much as possible tomorrow. And then I ended up sitting at the bar at the Mediterranean restaurant. It's called Elektra. And I got just a shish kebab situation and it was fantastic. Everybody here is so personable and nice. You get the southern charm, but also cool city vibes at the same time. The bartender gave me a lot of good recommendations as well. My food wish list keeps growing. I only got one stomach in 36 hours, so. Okay, I'm gonna work and I'll see y'all for our first real official day tomorrow. I love you, good night. It's our full Atlanta day. I'm quite hungry. I'm excited to go out and start trying some bites around Atlanta. So I'm not eating at the hotel. I'm just quickly getting ready and then taking all my supplements for the day, which, by the way, little update for you. If y'all have been around on my little wellness journey, I recently started going to a naturopath and I got a lot of lab work done. And because of the lab work, I ended up switching some things about my supplement routine. One of the things we found out is that I was not absorbing enough fats. So I've started taking a fat digestive enzyme to absorb more fats, but then I've also been supplementing with essential fatty acids to make sure that my cells are getting basically what they need. And so the one that I've started incorporating with the oversight of my naturopath is called Fatty 15. They are brilliant. I am getting to work with them on today's video, which is so cool. But this contains C15, which is the first discovered essential fatty acid. Basically, it helps strengthen your cellular membranes, which has a lot of positive effects. Like Fatty 15 helps to stabilize your mood and your energy. Energy is a huge one for me. I was always feeling so lethargic in the middle of the day. So I love being able to support that. It also helps you maintain your metabolism. Just a lot of things go hand in hand with it. I'll link them if you want to research them and read into them a little bit more, but it's also backed by over 100 different peer-reviewed studies. So lots of research. I'll have them linked down below in case you also want to give them a try. They gave me code Michel, and that gets you 15% off of your subscription if you want to order them. That's what they look like. Okay, I've decided to drive today. I hope I don't regret that. The first spot was a little hard to park at. I'm parked a few blocks away. I have the first few things on our itinerary figured out at least. We're first going to Hell Yeah Gluten-Free. Get a little donut or a little biscuit, or probably both, let's be honest. Neither of those things have protein though. So after that, we are going to go to my sister-in-law's butcher. It's called Kinship. They also have food. She said it's the best bone broth ever. So I figure let's get the little sweet part now, the carbs, and then let's go supplement it with some protein. And in that area, it looks like a little walkable street. She said there's a really cool bookshop, and we can just kind of like meander. I am in love with Atlanta, even just driving the last 10 minutes. It is so cute. The areas I've been driving through look so much like the east side of Austin, but way more green and way more clean. I don't know what you would consider this area. I'm not far from downtown. I know the area I'm staying in is the Old Fourth, but this looks like we are in Edgewood-ish, which I think I've heard is a cute, nice area. But I love it. I want to spend a lot longer here. Okay, let's go walk and let's get a treat. I'm so hungry. Okay, you're sitting on top of my car to try these gluten-free treats. Just YouTube things. There was yard work happening outside of the building and loud music inside of the building, and I'm like, well, can't do a taste test anywhere here. So we will do a taste test here. I got two things. I got a donut and a biscuit. The thing about me is if something is funfetti, that's what I want. I love weird, interesting flavors, but something about funfetti gets me every time. This is a funfetti vanilla simple donut. This is the good type of frosting, the type that hardens and doesn't stay sticky. Oh my gosh. What it really is a piece of cake. It's not fried, but it's so fluffy and so moist. I don't think any gluten-free donut will beat Cane's in Boston because those are actually fried. Maybe a second place. And then a buttermilk biscuit. They make biscuit sandwiches there, but they all had egg, and I try to not eat too much egg because technically I'm allergic. I ignore it from time to time. So I just got a plain biscuit. I do want to save half of this so I can heat it later and put some butter on it. Maybe in my hotel room. I don't have a microwave. Just kidding. I might not be able to do that. That's so good. How does it have such good hold? It feels glutinous. Wow. Right. Onward. Well, sometimes you gotta pivot. And today is one of those times because they said in the summer months they don't sell the bone broth like ready to drink. They only have it frozen. And I have no way to heat that up. So they had crazy drinks, and I was asking the employees what their favorites were, and then I couldn't narrow it down. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna be crazy and I'm gonna get two, because when will I be back and do a proper taste test? So let me tell you what these are because they are unexpected. This is called the dill or no dill. This is a sparkling espresso with strawberry, cucumber, dill, and then Aden Tories. No idea what that last thing is. Let's hope it's something gluten-free. Okay. My taste buds are so confused in a nice way. This was the guy's favorite drink. This is the Capri Sun sparkling matcha with tomato, basil, lemon, and Sun Lee. Don't know what that is either. That one's insane. I think that is my favorite. Tomato basil matcha. I'm having the best day. And that's saying something because I am so severely on my period right now. One of the more tourist things we're gonna do is go see Ponce City Market. Ponce Street Market? Ponce City Market. A huge building. I didn't know what to expect. but this is like stories and stories tall and huge parking garage, but everyone's walking this way, so I assume that hopefully elevators are this way, and let's see what we see. Just did a circle through Ponce Street Market. It reminds me so much of the center in Franklin that we recently went to. It's like the warehouse, what was it called? The factory in Franklin. So similar. Most of the food vendors here don't denote gluten-free. I just really needed some protein, so I went to a fish market because I saw they had a lobster roll, and I asked if they could do a lobster roll gluten-free, and she was like, I could put it on lettuce. So I got lobster and lettuce, but this is a good amount of protein to tie me over. I am feeling the need for it. But something so funny just happened. This guy, everybody's so nice here. This guy came up to me and he goes, sorry, wow, whoa, you are more beautiful than Taylor Swift. And I was like, Taylor Swift is so random. But I was like, wow, thank you, that's so nice. And then I went and I sat, and then came back a few minutes later. He goes, have you ever heard that one before? And I was like, I have never heard that one before. And he goes, you're married, huh? And I was like, yeah, I am married. And he was like, your husband better say thank you every morning. And I was like, I will tell him. Thank you, sir. So funny, so nice. Okay, let's try a little bit of this lobster. Dipped it in oil, have some lemon. Oh yeah, that'll do it. I'm an idiot. I should have brought in my gluten-free biscuit. A biscuit lobster roll would slap. I still have most of a biscuit in the car. Dang it. Food vlog continues. We're not done yet. We're not even halfway. Buckle up. Now walking all the outdoor portions, and it's basically like a luxury mall out here. There's like a Lululemon, Anthropology, Reformation, all those sorts of things, and a paper goods store. So just making my way around and kind of seeing what I can see, but it's a one-stop shop, truly. Plans. I want to go see the Decatur, I think is how you say it, neighborhood, but I just saw on TikTok there's an ice cream shop recommendation. Oopsies, I am centering this around another bite. I saw a TikTok that was like exploring different neighborhoods, and the neighborhood right around that ice cream spot looks really, really cute. So it is 20 minutes away, but before traffic gets too bad, because it's only like 2:30 right now, going to see that area, either getting like a water, sparkling water, or a tiny ice cream bite to be able to, you know, kind of plan around something like that, I think would work well. So it's lovely to see part of the Beltline. Skate parks there, playgrounds there. There's like sculptures everywhere. The art on different like bridges and everything is just so beautiful. The murals, lovely. So much to see visually, but let's go venture around a little bit more. And I asked the lady working here, I was like, do you like the salted butterscotch or the honeycomb better? And she goes, I don't like either of those. And I was like, oh. She goes, but the honeycomb was more popular. And I was like, okay, great. And look at this perfect little size, little kitty scoop. I just wanted to sample it really and have a spot to find some water. So here's a taste test. I don't know, this looks pretty good. That's insane. She's wrong, this is perfect. This is the perfect ice cream. Wow. I made a kind of crazy decision. Why was it crazy? Well, because I literally pulled up to where I wanted to go next, got front row free parking in an area that does not have a lot of free parking, sat in the car and thought, actually, I'd rather walk from my hotel, then drove to this hotel to drop my car off here so that we could just walk right back to where I just got free parking. But because I feel like it's kind of the only area that I want to check out that is super walkable, I don't know what I want my formal dinner plan to be. It's 4 o'clock right now, but Beetlecat has $1.50 oysters and happy hour. So I feel like if I can get $1.50 oysters, that could be my whole dinner. Or maybe late night tonight, I'd want to strike back out. I'm not exactly sure, but I will always take the discounted food option if I can get it. So it's a 0.7 mile walk down the Beltline Greenway, a little less than a mile, should just be 15 minutes. And I figure even if I do that, hang out there for a while and walk back later tonight, it doesn't get dark till like 9 p.m. So it's kind of the perfect time of day to walk and not walk in the dark in an area that I don't know. But I get the vibe that this area is very walkable and like well lit, and the people that work at the hotel were like, yeah, it's so safe. Because I always ask as a female solo traveler if people think it is a good area for me to explore alone. And everybody has said yes. So that's kind of my plan. I am just gonna change my camera batteries, maybe refresh myself a little bit, and then strike out on a walk and pray it doesn't rain, because it was raining earlier and it's a little bit gloomy. I'm feeling confident, she says unconfidently. The Beltline, and I called Jordy, and I thought I hadn't gone very far yet, and then I took down my phone to look at my maps, and I way overshot where I was supposed to get off of it, because that just was such a pleasant, lovely walk that I didn't even feel like I walked a quarter of a mile, much less almost a mile. So I am now in this Highland Street area, Highland Park. I still didn't look at Highland Park is in LA. I'm confused, but let's go get some dollar oysters. Bartender last night was correct. Those were fantastic oysters, and they were so nice in there. They doubled the amount. Well, I ordered 8 and they gave me a dozen, and at first I thought they maybe just misread my writing, because you like write your own, and then I checked and they only charged me for 8. They just gave me 12, which is really sweet. Delicious oysters. Something about eating the oysters though did kick my appetite into gear. I'm just gonna walk to MF Sushi, see if they have tamari. If they do, I will get a roll. If they don't, I'll pivot and I'll walk back to the hotel and I'll figure something else out. But it's not even 6 p.m. so the night is young and we are still out and about. So like, let's just keep it going. I'm so sad to leave tomorrow. Like, I want to spend a week here. I know I only really saw, what, like 3 or 4 neighborhoods of Atlanta, so like I very much don't have the full picture. Plus it's a huge city. I've heard it's basically like LA, to where the city just keeps going and going and going, and sometimes it's like 3 hours from one area to another. So I've been in a very small bubble. But my consensus from trying to do as much as I possibly could in 24 hours and trying to eat as many restaurants as I possibly could in 24 hours, and I stand by the fact that it feels very similar to Austin in a lot of ways. Just young and hip and vibrant and trendy, cool, very fun food scenes, very art-centric, just the art that you see around the city, tons of murals, a lot of visually interesting things, sculptures. In that way, I feel like it's super similar. I just really, really love the little hints of East Coast. I feel like the people here are beyond friendly, like probably the nicest, friendliest city I've ever been to. I've had more conversations today than I've ever had in any solo trip ever. Shout out to Atlanta. I posted a little TikTok being like, why did nobody tell me that this city's so cool? It's getting a lot of feedback already, a lot of mixed comments. Some people are like, hey, I live in a different Atlanta than what you're describing. So like I said, I am aware that I've only seen little parts of it, but the parts that I've seen are so cute and so cool. So my plans for the night are, I'm gonna go talk to the fitness studio about, are the Pilates classes really free? Because if so, I'm gonna try to fit one in before my flight tomorrow morning. And then I have work I have to do tonight, but the pool's open till 10. So I'm kind of thinking about bringing my laptop to the pool and getting work done outside. So I will bring y'all along for a little montage of whatever the night holds, but I'm gonna formally end the vlog here because I know we did a lot, even though it's really just a 1.5 day travel vlog. So thank you for clicking on this video. I want to say thanks again to Fatty15 for partnering with me on this video. Honestly, a great new find. I'm really, really glad to have it in my repertoire. But Michel gets you 15% off of your subscription to Fatty15. So that will be down below. And tomorrow we fly home. Next travel vlog, we're staying at a lighthouse. If you like travel vlogs and you aren't subscribed, we got some more on the books, and I would be so honored for you to hang out over here. So if you want to support me and my channel, subscribing and interacting is the best way to do that, and I'm so grateful to all of you that have. So thank you for being here. Let's go have a little work night and then a little travel day. Love you guys.